Well, if tomorrow is election day, that means today is Monday, which means that it's the time for another episode of Effin Rager. Hi, everybody. I'm Connor Clifton, joined by my good friend and co-host, as always, Ned Gale. Ned, how the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good for a Monday, to be honest.
Yeah? What makes this Monday so special for you?
It was easy. I got up way too early because of the time change, so I got to work super early, had a productive day. Kind of peed me off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't like getting up early. I want to sleep in.
How did that turn in from a peed off Monday to a good Monday?
It was just good. I mean, I got a lot of work done. I can't be that bad.
Yeah, find a silver lining there. Yeah, it's daylight savings time this past week.
Yeah.
Or did it end?
Yeah, the listeners at home know this.
All I know is that we fell back.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else it is. It's really been thrown.
Oh, yeah, is it daylight savings or sacrificings? I think this is the sacrifice one, right?
I'm not entirely sure.
You can't save it 2 times a year. One of those times, you're throwing it under a bus.
All I know is I gave you my hot take, which is get rid of daylight savings time. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
All right. Ned, why don't we just jump into our show here, and let me ask you, how was your freaking weekend?
Bring it to me. My weekend was great. What did we do Friday night? Oh, we celebrated Billy Trim's birthday. First guest on Effin Rager ever, Billy Trim.
Yeah, we went to his birthday at Grand Prize. That was a good night. And then the next night we went...
Saturday morning,
that's right. We went off to Fort Bend County and did a storytelling event at the library very, very early.
It was fun.
Yeah. We ran into our good friends at Zine Fest Houston over there.
Our good friends and directly next door neighbor. Like we pulled up and I was like jokingly like, let's park next to Maria's car.
Oh yeah, we thought we saw Maria's car.
And then we pulled in and you're like, this thing's full of anime. It is Maria's car.
Yeah, and then I saw the giant check in the back. So yeah, we went and told some stories for our good friend John Wayne with some other friends of the show. And then later that night, we went to a quite beautiful wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, our friends Mary and Jose got married.
Congratulations, you two. You made me cry twice.
Oh, yeah. Once during each vow.
Yeah.
Very beautiful ceremony. Fantastic mariachi band.
Yeah. Full of youths.
Yeah, they were like the, I guess, HSPVA mariachi club or whatever. But yeah, it was just a bunch of kids that really knew how to play mariachi.
Really knew how to marry that achi, I'll tell you what.
And then Sunday, we just had a lazy Sunday.
Sunday lays around, threw the frisbee a bit. Saw my old roommates, Jeremy and Bo. It was nice.
I had some friends over for Mario Party. And
how did it go? How was the party?
All right, look. We haven't discussed Mario Party on the show before.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into some MP.
Ned and I got Mario Party for our Nintendo Switch. Mm-hmm. We got more
legendary system.
Yeah, we got
legendary.
Oh, the best. It put Nintendo on the map. Then we got some extra controllers, so we're always bringing friends over to play Mario Party with us. I am the undefeated house champion of Mario Party.
I've beat you before.
You have not.
I have totally beat you before.
At a mini game, maybe, but when have you beat me?
No, I've beat the game. I beat you and Maria one day.
What? I call shenanigans.
Pull up the accounts. Let's see the numbers embedded on this thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm the undefeated champ of the house, and
maybe at peeing your stupid diaper pants. That's what you have the belt in.
That's how we insult each other here on KPFT.
So the P stands for pee-pee.
Yeah, no, I loved playing that game and kicking all my friends' butts. It's such a great feeling.
Glad I wasn't there to see it.
Yeah, Ned, this wedding that we went to, what do you think is your favorite part of a wedding ceremony?
I don't know, Connor. What? The dancing?
I don't know about the dancing. What about the food or the drinking?
The food. I love the food. Yeah, and I love.
What
are
your thoughts on an open bar?
Oh, on an open bar?
Yeah.
Pro?
You're pro open bar?
Yeah.
So you like when all your friends do all this work to put on an event and then you reap all the benefits without doing any work.
Yeah.
Ned, what are you? Some kind of socialist? Speaking of socialist.
It's like, man, how long is this walk going to be?
Our guest tonight is an incredibly funny writer and comedian. You may have seen her putting on shows for the Democratic Socialist of America chapter here in Houston, Texas. I love this person. I can't wait for you guys to get to know her a little bit better. Please, everybody, welcome Miss Kathryn Wade.
Yeah.
Yay.
Whoa, you're in my headphones.
Connor loves me.
Yeah, you're great. We've been friends for a while now.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, we used to, I think every day we'd go hang out on a little patio.
On a porch, yeah.
And just shoot the breeze.
Talk about feelings and other things.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
politics. Moms that would block up the neighborhood with all their cars. What we wanted to do to those moms.
Well, what are you going to do to them? Yeah.
Oh, we just wanted to poop on their cars or something.
Wow.
No, I had thrown poop at a car at one point, but I didn't do it to the moms. It was a dad. I just
Wait, who's poop and who's dad?
It was my dog's poop.
And it was the dog's dad.
Hey, if you're any of those mom or that dad, you can call us in at 713-526-8737 and pick that bone.
Yeah. Let's see these Montessori moms, step up to the plate.
Mommysaurus? Oh, no, not dinosaurs.
Oh, God. You dork.
That was the second time that I have used my dog's poop in defense.
What?
So tell the first time.
I have violated the Geneva Convention twice.
All right.
But
John McCain worked real hard on that dog poop one.
I know. The first time was at the same. It was at the same house that you're talking about, and it was kind of late, and I had taken my dog out, and I have a Great Dane, so she's very large, and I usually feel very safe at night when I take her out because people see a dog that big and they're like, no, and they want to approach me. But this one guy kept trying to approach me and talking to me, and he was walking towards me from across the street, and I told him, no, please don't, don't talk to me. I'd never seen him before, man. Total stranger. I was in front of my house. And I have PTSD, so I was like, no, that is very much not happening. And I kept telling him to back away from me, and I had a whole thing. I had a poop bag full of poop, Great Dane poop in my hand.
Yeah, you got a big old dog.
And so I threw it at him, and he did not. He backed off. He didn't retaliate.
Oh, I thought it was like Terminator, where bounces off of him. He's like stink lines coming off his body.
I had no idea what was going to happen. It could have very well been that. I took a very big risk. But he said nothing. He just left. He said nothing. He just left. And then there was
He went home, opened the door. His wife saw him and said, "Harold, again?"
So, at the same place, daylight hours, there was a school across the street from me, and...
Real daylight hours.
Real daylight hours. Who up? DM me. Do not DM me.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We will.
Yeah.
But no, their parents would often block me in the driveway, and then they would go and socialize, because they could park on the street, but then if they were late, they would park and
just in front of you guys' parking lot.
Just completely block off our driveway, and I would have to go out there and be like, whose car is this? And sometimes they'd be standing in front of the school socializing, and I had told this one guy so many times, please do not back me out. I leave maybe 10 minutes after you arrive, so if you're gonna park here, book it, leave. I'd had so many conversations with him, and there was one morning where he got a little bit aggressive with me, and he started kind of moving towards me quickly, and again, I used the poop in my hand as a self-defense, and I threw it, not at him, but on his Land Rover. And he never parked there again. He backed away and said nothing and drove off. So
there's nothing you can say when poop is thrown at you.
I'm getting reinforced. This is good to me.
Yeah. It has only worked very positively in your favor.
It's working.
Oh, that's so good. Ned, I see we're getting a lot of comments there. Anything?
Yeah, your mom commented.
Mom?
She said, I heard that. This is
not
mom.
My mom. That's Aunt Erin.
It said, I heard that. This is mom.
Oh.
And then says, Stacy was using my phone. We are in Florida.
Oh,
so it was your mom, buddy.
Mom, step up to the plate and use your own phone. Don't hide behind Aunt Erin.
And then while you're there, like Effin Rager on Facebook. We can really use the numbers.
Aunt Erin, a big supporter of the show. Oddly big supporter of the show. Always sharing my videos and stuff. It's very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's odd about that? It's good content.
We'll have her on and let her talk about...
I was going to say content. Yeah.
We'll have her on and let her talk about how she friggin' runs Paraland, man.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
under the
please.
iron fist of Aunt Erin. That's what they all call her. I assume. I don't know her real name.
That's her street name.
All right. We mentioned it quite briefly. I feel like it's become your catchphrase as of late. Don't at me. For the Aunt Erin's at home, what does don't at me mean?
Do not at me means don't reply to my post, don't comment on my post, do not send me a message.
Don't tag me somewhere.
Do not at me. I want my posts to be out in the void, in the universal toilet that they belong. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hear anyone's take. Because if I wanted their
it's
take,
in the toilet. No one needs to trace the dingleberry.
What if it's a positive reinforcement? Are you okay with positive reinforcements? Or are you just like Drill is infamous for not responding to anybody.
Yeah.
He will not retweet or like.
Well,
any
he
of
does
stuff.
respond to people though sometimes.
I did not know this.
I highly recommend looking at some of Drill's replies because he's very choosy.
Okay.
But I mean, and sometimes he'll just be like, no. crap or whatever, but it's he's got some good ones. He's got some good replies.
Do you, when people do reply to you, do you respond at all? Do you not take that bait, or
if it's like, if it's something completely neutral, then I'll respond. Or that I won't respond. But if it is, like, I don't always see my mentions. I have, on Twitter specifically, like, I have my notifications turned off. I have my mentions turned off. So I won't get a notification if I don't follow you and you respond to me. But sometimes if somebody I do follow responds to me and I click on my tweet, I can see the other responses.
The rest show up.
Yeah, and if I see something of worth in there, it's not all garbage. I will respond. Like, I'll respond to a handful, like maybe like 5 a week.
I have 5 tweets I sent you that you have not responded to.
Are you serious?
No. They're all letters to Santa.
You have quite a massive Twitter following.
Yeah.
Compared to us.
It's I get like 7 likes on a yeah. You get
Really?
like 700.
Pulling the numbers here?
Yeah.
What, analytics?
Yeah,
we're men. We're constantly comparing.
Yeah, you're on 538 under our new account we made. Or wait, what's it called? 538?
The data driven?
Yeah.
538.
Data, we're using data.
Well,
I'm a huge
our website
538 fan.
We're on effinrager.com/569.
Okay.
So, like we said, you have a quite a following.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from? How you get so many followers? We're bad at this.
How do you do that?
How do you make
Effin
doing
Rager
comedy for a very long time?
Yeah. I've done comedy off and on since 2007.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. But I'll take long breaks in between those periods sometimes.
What do you do during those breaks?
I think the most significant one was when I started my Twitter. So I went to Second City in Chicago. I lived in Chicago, and I did the conservatory program at Second City, and I took classes there. And I made like 0 friends. I was in a really bad place. I did not make friends. I think I would have stayed there longer if I was like in a better place in my life, but I wasn't. And so when I was done, I moved back home to Houston. And at that time, I think that was 07 or 08. And I like, there wasn't a lot happening that I knew of in comedy. And the things that I went to, I was like, no, this is not for me. This is so different. And I really didn't like it. And so I just had like a buildup of toilet brain thoughts. And I was like, I need to put this in a toilet. So I made a Twitter and I started putting kind of comedy stuff on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I know I made my account in like 2008, and it was bad. Like, it was bad for a while.
That's a hot time to make an account, though.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's early twits.
That was when people were just like, "I'll follow you." I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of people who started a Twitter account in that amount of time and gained massive following that they did nothing with.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
my friends had Twitter so early that Obama's just following her. Like,
Oh, well.
because he would just
He's
follow
following all
He-
of us, man.
yeah.
He knows drones.
Oh, man.
Hey, wait, can we
That
talk
is
about
true.
how long's your name been Helena Bottom Farter?
That.
Because I think that's like incredible.
That,
I
thank
hope
you.
never change
Did you
it.
see that someone made a T-shirt with that on it?
Oh my God, was it Taylor Swift?
Y'all, no. One of there's, I think, I've never seen it, but I Googled it. Somebody sent me a link, and I was like so mad about it. And apparently, the MTV show Impractical Jokers stole
Wait,
my
It's so
joke.
good.
What?
Wait,
Google it. Literally
Wait.
Google
Are we
it.
talking about
True TV.
True TV?
Okay, I don't know.
Impractical Joker. It's a
Impractical
TV
Jokers
show.
are the dorky ones. that,
Yeah,
we're
like
not
the
supposed
nerds.
to like or
You're talking about the
I don't know.
nerds?
I've not seen
Wait,
it. I've not seen
if
it.
it's nerds, it's True TV. If it's hot teens, then it's MTV.
It could be joking off. Is
No.
it a
Wait,
newer
no,
show?
it's-
Hold on.
Because if it's joking
Wait,
off.
I will press this dump button if you say that show name one more time, and I will censor you. That is the name of an MTV prank show?
That's the name of an MTV prank show that my friend produced.
Oh, my goodness.
Not prank show. It was a like Wild and Out style like improv comedy
Oh,
battle.
no.
Oh, you guys should watch it. It's really funny.
Oh, no.
Ned and I are big fans of trashy MTV. Have you seen X
Oh
on the
my
Beach?
god! Do you watch
No.
reality TV?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, it's my favorite.
History
drug.
docuseries are not reality television.
No, that's not. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of what I watch, but I sometimes watch other programs.
Hey man, when you're taking the red pill, all TV is reality.
All right, X on the Beach is a fantastic game show hosted by Bow Wow. He's all grown up.
No, it's Romeo.
Romeo.
Yeah, senior Romeo. Father Romeo.
That list, please, viewers at home, take note.
When
the revolution comes.
Did
No,
you
okay.
know?
So they're in a house, they're on a beach, but these people don't know what's going on here. They just think they're on a reality show that's like a bunch of singles on the beach.
Famous singles from other reality shows. and
Oh, like
Instagram.
D-list.
Yeah.
Low rung.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
get
love
paid
that.
to get drunk at the bar.
I love
Yeah,
that.
the people go into the house like one by one, and some girl goes, "Oh my gosh!" And when he walked in, I realized this is a famous house. Like these are all stars and Instagram influencers.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
So they all show up there, and then Romeo's like, "Hey, come on down to the beach. You guys want more singles here?" And everyone's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and then he just says, "All right, for some of y'all, this paradise is about to become your own personal nightmare."
And then like drone tone,
Yeah.
and then they start playing these like psychedelic, like David Lynch, like flash cuts of the beach, and then like someone like whips their hair out of the beach, and it's like, "It's your exes."
All
Wait,
their exes-
really?
So they
Yeah,
just
all
keep
their
calling
exes
people's
show up.
exes. So everyone's exes slowly start showing up, and then as the show goes on, those exes show up. It's insane, and exes can vote real people out,
This
or not
is
real people, original.
genius.
It's
The best
the
line,
best show I've
the
ever
best
watched.
line of the entire show is this new couple is having issues because an ex showed up and she doesn't know what's going on. And the new couple, the guy just says, "Look, ex on the beach means he's your ex," and that was all he had to say.
The first girl,
How
when she
have I
comes
not
up, she's like,
heard of this?
"My butt is fake, my tits are fake, my nose is fake, but everything that comes out of my mouth is 100% real."
I love
Yeah, right when it
sound
started, I was
bites
like,
that.
"VH1 is back."
The best one is that there's this woman who shows up and she is completely sane, doesn't really fit in,
Completely
and
sane.
everyone hates her. Someone's like clapping in her face, like, "I don't like you. That's why I am clapping."
That sounds beautiful.
They
fantastic.
trickle people in like over episodes. So
Yeah.
like people have been there for like weeks and weeks. So by like episode 10, people are like psychopaths.
Oh, yeah.
And one chick's ex comes in and he's like, "What the hell?" Like,
Yeah, he's like, "I've never seen this side of her when she's deep into a reality hole that
Yeah.
these stars fall into."
she's
and
like
can never
throwing
get out of.
glasses at people. He's like, "I have never seen her raise her hand. This is insane." Like,
Yeah.
I can't, and this is still on television.
Kathryn,
Oh, yeah.
the second season started last month.
It did?
This is so
or like
good.
2 months. It started in August, like right when we moved
Yeah.
in. Point being, it's out. We should watch. I don't know why we haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea.
I'm gonna be like Sherlock Holmes in an opium den. Like,
Anyway,
on the beach.
enough sponsoring for MTV. We just love that show. Sorry to go
We're very
on so much
passionate.
about
I
it.
had a really good idea for a reality TV show, which was that
Dish.
you have like 10 people and they've all blocked each other on Twitter, and you have to live in the house for 3 months. Like it's
That'd
like
be
the
so
realer
easy.
real world.
That'd be so easy because you could just like talk crap and then no one would see it.
No, they're in the house with you.
But no, you like.
Oh, about them.
Yeah, you go onto Twitter and you tweet something.
But
and
you
that's just-
hate that person. Like,
but you'd still have to talk to them in real life if you're
Yeah.
doing challenges.
Yeah,
rollerblading
exactly.
challenges.
What if,
Yeah.
what if I are like? Do they know each other personally?
I think
Or just
so.
internet?
Well, a lot of it is probably internet people, but
Okay.
I mean, my block list is super, super, super long. But when I thought of this idea like years ago, I was like, no, there's like a handful of people I know where if you put me in a house with them, you would get a really good show.
I block no one. I'm at Connor Clifton. Hit me up. Challenge me. Call in at 713-526-8737 if you want to get dunked on, or just at me.
And of course, my Twitter is.
This is what's different.
I want to hate
different existences.
I feel like we get very different hate online.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no one's.
What could cause that?
Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you.
I have no idea. Personality clash. I don't know, but I want to take it on. I want to get in fights with the president on Twitter. I have tweeted at Ahmadinejad to be like, box me, man. Let's handle this America style.
I have the literal president blocked because I just don't want to see.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see.
Yeah, God.
People will like retweet him. You know, on my feed, they'll like do it to skewer him, and I'm like, I still don't even want to see that. Like, I just don't want to see it. You know.
You see, I want
peace of mind.
I want to keep the politics off my Twitter feed. All I want to see are jokes about how he takes his steak.
Yes.
Come on, ketchup on a steak.
Yeah, tomorrow's election day. Can we elect him to eat something different for lunch than McDonald's?
Hey, get out to the polls tomorrow. Let everyone know. Eat something else, Trump. Come on.
Hey, Lindsay, speaking of VH1 quotes, we got, I hope these guys can handle my A cups from Eliminate. Did you ever watch Eliminate?
No.
And what is that? It's cool.
I'm guessing it's a dating elimination show.
There's no way.
There's probably a bus involved, and a guy's like, "What's up? I wear cargo shorts. What's going on?"
Okay, so on your Twitter reality show,
I looked down immediately, and I'm sure that you can see that. I looked down immediately.
His cargo shorts don't show up on this camera.
They're there.
We have a special lens.
I am absolutely wearing my cargo shorts.
Okay, no,
the thing is, I lost my cargo shorts, and I said out loud, like, "There go my cargo shorts," and felt weird about it. So then I just bought some more, and they're great.
He lost his cargo shorts, then checked his other cargo shorts pockets, and they were just in there.
Yeah, another pair in there. Man, what do you put in your cargo shorts pockets? If you got something, go ahead and call in at 713-526-8737, or hit us up on the Facebook comments. Tell us, what do you keep in those pockets?
And and if you're wearing S-cargo shorts, come on, stop killing all those snails for your pants, dude.
I hate that so much. I hate that you said
Welcome
that.
to Effin Rager.
Shell, yeah.
All right.
So speaking on your Twitter reality show, okay, here's my opposite version of that. People have not blocked each other. They don't know each other's Twitter handles. And they have to live in a house for a week and try to figure out everyone's Twitter handles. It's like kind of
I could do that so quickly.
Yeah, it's called At Me If You Can.
I'm mad again. I'm very mad.
Oh, man. I love living with you, dude.
Is it obnoxious at all?
It's nonstop this, and it's great. I love every minute of it. Y'all only get us for an hour a week. I get it all the time.
Constantly, when I wake up, when I go to bed.
Yeah, just like, oh, man, I got to call my parents. Oh, what are you going to call them? All the time.
Wow, that laugh too. That's exactly it. Yep.
I got Billy with that on Friday, and he was so mad. He's like, I haven't lived with you for 3 months. I'm not ready for that.
It never stopped. That or the flip-off game. Ned and I try and sneakily flip each other off. He is winning.
Yeah?
Big time.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now, but if it comes up, you'll see it.
Do you go beyond IRL? Like, will you try to hide it in a photo?
The other day, I flicked off Connor with a picture of him flicking me off. He's like, "Where's the directions?" And I showed him my phone. I was like, "It doesn't look too far." And showed it was just a picture of him flicking him off.
All right, so here's the thing about that picture is he asked me to record his set while we were in Austin, and I did, and I took a picture of me flipping off the camera and made it his wallpaper, so it'd be the first thing he saw.
Nice.
He got me with my own pick.
Yeah.
He got me.
There's layers.
All right, so we talked about reality shows, and then I mentioned the ultimate reality shows, which is history and stuff about history. Kathryn, you're a bit of a historian.
Nerd. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, both. Yeah, both.
So, explain your passion for history. What is your favorite history periods?
Oh, for sure, the lower Middle Ages.
And what are those?
My favorite year, well, I love the 12th century. Can't get enough of it. Cannot get enough for like anything after, William the Conqueror. And after the Norman invasion in 1066. So after the Norman invasion, and I don't just focus on English history, but a lot of my passion for history started with just wanting to understand more about the English language, and I don't speak another language. So I started more learning history about like why words were like this, because as a writer I was really into words, and that just sent me down like a really deep rabbit hole. And so I like really dig, you know, medieval history, a lot of English and French medieval history, but I also like anything ancient, anything old.
Okay.
Super into it.
I'm a big fan of the space race.
Yeah, we talked about this. We talked about this.
I think it's phenomenal. I think it's very nuts to be like, it's that, what was that thing, Whitey on the moon, where it's like the world is falling apart, but hey, Whitey's on the moon. And it's just like, we spent so much money to get there on a pissing contest.
Yeah, complete flex game.
Yeah, that's all it was. Ned, what about you? What's your favorite historical period to study?
Historical period, I don't know. I haven't like jumped back into the history game in so long. I don't know what
back into it.
Well, yeah,
since school.
No, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to read those horrible history books. Did you guys ever mess with those?
Horrible history?
It was this really fun artist would draw these like really crude cartoons, and he would basically only pick the pieces of history that weren't covered in textbooks. So they called it horrible because it'd be like the super violent stuff like that.
Your Birth of a Nation textbook?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, how'd you know? Yeah. Yeah.
Are you not just talking about that really early internet flash animation, like, but I'm retired?
Yeah. That's my favorite era of history is End of the World. It's Group X.
Oh man, that was Group X.
No, I loved all that like Greek history stuff just because it was like
Ancient
so
history.
visceral. Yeah.
Yeah, Greek history. I had to study quite a bit of that in college, and didn't appreciate it till I left. Found it very boring when I was
Yeah. Well, that's what those horrible history books made it like so exciting as a kid, because it's like, oh, what? You could do that? Like, you had the Greek fire and stuff. They didn't teach you that in school.
Yeah.
At the time. I guess they did that in high
they
school.
just taught me about how the governments work.
Yeah.
They don't. Period.
Oh wow, yeah.
None of them do.
Yeah.
I don't want to read about the
Tomorrow's election
Republic.
day, I'm getting real riled up. I'm going to say right now, come Wednesday morning, if you, no matter who you are or what you believe, if you take down your political sign, you're a coward.
I've been wondering when you do that. Like I've been. I've not had
After
a
Bernie
yard
lost,
sign.
I kept that sign up in my yard
Did you
for
really?
like 8 months.
Note that Connor lived in a garage apartment behind a house.
Yes,
So it's in
I
front
recall.
of his.
I
Which is so strange. 2 people could have taken that flyer down.
I didn't take it down.
Yeah, no, I kept that up. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the lawnmower guy was just like, why is this back here? And just ran straight over it.
He just thought I was a Bernie bro. Like, Bernie or bust my ass. All right, so since we're in the political area, Kathryn, you put on some shows for the local DSA chapter here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very recently.
Yeah,
How'd
we
you
just
get
saw you-
involved in that. We just went to one.
A show or a meeting? Like
Show. Mm-hmm. I don't go to the meetings anymore. Who's got the time?
I literally have not been able to go to meetings in months at this point because my schedule is different now and I can't get there on time. But
I pay my dues. I'm
yeah,
fine.
exactly. That's how I feel, and I try to go to like outside stuff, you know. But the meetings I never make anymore. So you were talking about you went to a show.
Yeah, we went to the recent show at Rec Room. That
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all were there?
Yeah.
You did not. What? We talked to you.
Did you really?
Yeah, you came up to and you're like, my favorite boys. You said, my favorite boys.
You asked us to write your first 2 minutes. We did, begrudgingly. Knocked it out of the park, yeah.
I genuinely... I talked to so many people that night, but I was running around. I had not done stand-up. I didn't realize until that night. It had been 6 months since I had done stand-up.
Yeah.
So I was really overwhelmed.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, we are pissed as heck, and we'd love for you to get off of our show
We got
sooner than later.
We messed up at that show. We didn't realize that Rec Room. Okay,
no, I do remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
yeah.
I thought that Rec Room was open bar.
Yeah.
And we found out when we got there with our beers that it wasn't.
Yeah.
So we looked like a bunch of trash.
You didn't get in trouble though, right?
We didn't
they
go
had to
inside.
catch us first.
Yeah.
And when someone came up, it was like, "Hey!" We threw our beer cans at their head, but we threw 2, so they landed right on his eyes.
Oh, woo, 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 woo.
And he said, "Where'd you guys go?"
Yeah.
And he tried using him as binoculars to find us. Of course, getting beer in his eyes.
Classic.
And cutting his.
Yeah. He came up at the beginning and did an announcement with blood just pouring down his face. Like, if you guys see the 2 ding dongs,
We're drinking Miller High Life outside. fun.
which is funny because we were at the gas station before and we made a joke about getting 40s. So it would have been even funnier because we were like, let's show up the BYOB thing with 40s. Be those guys. When in actuality, we're the guys who
I did not make
who show up at the bar with BYOB, or that's not BYOB with 40s, and be like, yeah, try to stop us.
I would have said, like, let's just go home. We can't do this.
No, they
But
can't take it
no
off our
one
hand.
said anything, right?
No, but
We sat in the darkness outside. So.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we lifted our shirts and showed everyone our guns, so like that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I live in guns, whatever, man.
He's saying guns. We only have one gun, so we tuck it into both of our pants next to each other.
Okay.
It's a U shape.
It's like Count Dookie's lightsaber. Or a boomerang. Whichever cultural reference makes sense to you.
So you have hosted a show for the DSA.
Yes.
Can you tell us how you got into that?
DSA or like the show?
Doing the show?
Oh, yeah, I guess, like-
because I assume it's to raise money for them.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I joined. I think I started becoming a dues-paying member of DSA. I think it was in 2016. I think it's been over a year at this, or 2 years at this point. It was shortly after the election.
Oh yeah.
I felt completely
They saw quite a
hopeless.
spike.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. I started looking into local things that I could do because I felt completely hopeless, and I knew a few people who were part of other cities' DSA chapters, so I went to a few meetings and I really dug it, and I liked that they were on the ground helping people, so I joined in late 2016, and we had a plan to do a show last year during Harvey. We did not know that Harvey was going to happen, so we had a benefit show planned. It was booked up. It was awesome. Like Andy Huggins was on it, Joffer was on it, Dusty Rhodes was on it. I don't know, a lot of really awesome comics, and almost all of them have moved away. Like John Wynn too. Like a ton of people
They
who
got
were
ran out of town for being DSA.
they didn't do the show though. So what happened is that the day that Harvey made landfall, that was the day that we were going to have our show. And since then, DSA has been on the ground helping people recover from Harvey.
Yeah.
So every single weekend they still go out and muck and gut houses that have been unlivable due to Harvey. They still do it every single Saturday. You can meet up with them. You can go to HoustonDSA.org and look and join them. It's a really cool thing that they do. But they've been doing this for over a year at this point, and we were coming up on the anniversary, and we were like, it'd be really cool if we got to redo this. So we actually, I scheduled a new one. A lot of people had moved away and some people couldn't do it, but I don't know, I was just talking to the co-chairs and the different members, and we put it together, and we were like, yeah, let's.
It was a killer lineup too. Like
It
I
was.
loved it.
I thought it was a really awesome show, and I had no idea how it was going to go. I hadn't been on stage in so long. I hadn't produced a show in so long, and I was backstage at Rec Room like the entire time, just like cackling at everybody. They were so awesome.
It was a funny show. One thing I loved is that there were so many. I got the impression that the audience was full of a lot of people who don't often go to comedy shows.
Yes.
But they go to a lot of DSA events.
Yes.
And so you some of the comedians did have political stuff, and then they were like, I'm going to do my material, and like it would get not a lot. And it was like, hey, we need healthcare, and everyone's like, yeah, going nuts about it.
Yeah.
It was very interesting to take in.
Yeah. I didn't intend or book it with the intention of it being like a super queer lineup, but it ended up being that. And I don't know, I was really pleased with how it turned out.
No, it was great, and it was good to see you on stage again.
Yeah,
Like,
we were
watching
both
you do
very
yeah, we were
excited.
both like.
I think that was the reason we went.
Yeah.
Because
It's like we haven't seen Kathryn do stand up in ages.
Yeah.
6 months,
Connor
I
and
guess.
Ned
Yeah.
take no political stances.
Yeah.
Showing up there was a huge risk for us. We said no photos.
Humongous, yeah. That's why we were carrying
You were
beers
carrying
and
the
bags
beers.
across the street.
Yeah, to let people know, like, don't look at us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, you were definitely the reason why we went, because it was like Houston celeb coming back.
Yeah.
Like Jeremy Lin is like, oh...
Linsanity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about Linsanity.
We were talking about that in the car.
We don't quite know what it is.
I don't remember. Yeah.
It's Jeremy Lin.
Hey, if you know what Linsanity is, call in at 713-526-8737. We will hang up on you quickly.
Also, hey, if you're the guy who keeps calling in and singing, Try calling in again, buddy.
Oh, wait.
We challenge you.
Wait, this isn't a threat or anything. Please call in again because we like when you call. I feel like Connor's approaching this in an aggressive way. We want you to keep calling.
I'm trying to goad him into calling.
Okay.
You trying to get his goat?
Come out and
Yeah.
play.
He's only got one goat.
I want to find out who he is. Who are you? I've been staying up all night.
Has anyone who's in there? Is that Cody?
Yeah, Cody Edgar just signed on. What's up,
Hey,
Cody?
We love
I think
Cody.
we got a lot more comments. Oh, we got a call.
Oh my gosh, we got a call. Is it the singing person?
Hi, you're on Effin Rager.
Hi, we know about Linsanity.
You know about
you
Lynn?
do?
Okay, talk to us about Linsanity.
Yeah, we know about Linsanity.
All right, who's
Well,
we?
preach
What's going
it.
on?
Well, listen. It's me and my friend Olivia. We're talking about basketball, and we heard this come in, and all we have to say is...
Yeah.
Say what?
Go on.
Did they hang up?
No, they didn't hang up.
Oh, they hung up.
Did you hang up? Oh, I get it. Yeah, people
That
are
was
still mad about the gum
amazing.
thing. They're still mad. Look,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
just to cheer you
didn't
guys
get
up,
what you wanted.
Cody said Cody loves you. I don't know who he's talking to, but I assume it's me. And then he used a very mean swear word towards that call and said, please pay attention to me. Which, guys, we can't pay attention to you unless you do call at 713-526-8737.
Cody, you can call. You're just one call away.
Cody, that's all it takes to be on the show.
Yeah, please call. You're
Or
a lot
just being
better
in
than that
town. Come on,
Olivia
buddy.
person.
Yeah, be in town.
Although, hey, shouts out to Olivia and her friend for keeping up with the canon of the show.
Yeah, that was
Please
a
help
pretty...
us. We're trying to put together a wiki.
Honestly, that was one of the most Lynn-sane things that's ever happened on the show.
Until next week when we have Jeremy Lin on.
So you got a favorite sports?
Y'all, no. No.
we know.
No. History.
You're not into like ancient sports, like, and then we behead them and use
Crazy
their-
Bones?
Ancient sports is just war, okay? No.
All right,
No.
Jeez.
And I'm not into war.
What's that game they play in Final Fantasy? That's kind of ancient.
Blitzball.
Blitzball, yeah. Isn't that an ancient sport?
where it's just like kickball underwater or whatever.
gross.
You like Tron?
another fake sport from the aficionado over here. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, what's your favorite sport, Ned?
Tron.
Which Tron? Tron is not a
Like
sport.
Tron. I like light cycles.
So you like Snake. That's what you're saying. Your favorite sport is Snake on your phone.
If someone asked me my favorite reptile, I'd say snake. What's so wrong with that answer?
My favorite dance. My favorite white band.
Wait, there's a snake dance.
I imagine.
I can't do it
Is
on
it
the
like
radio.
a better worm?
Something. Yeah.
Do you have a-
it's a vertical worm.
Okay.
Do you have a large piece of poster board? I can make the sound.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Kathryn, we got to get down to the meat of why we asked you to be on the show.
Oh, man, I didn't think
Okay.
we'd have to do this.
Well, we're going to have
No,
to
this
do
is
it.
good. We should do this.
All right. We looked at our
So let's talk
scheduling.
about the month first, because I didn't upload these images.
Hey, it's
in
November.
time. So it's November. What does that
And
mean?
What does that mean? It means it's time for everyone's favorite holiday.
Here it comes.
Oh, no.
I let my downloads populate.
We're getting
This
it
is-
going. We're
Oh,
going to
no.
show you all what our
Oh, it's that. I thought this was going to be something different.
happy
So, of course,
Thanksgiving to
Thanksgiving is
everyone
coming
watching
up.
the video.
But we looked at our schedule recently.
We sure did.
We have a very exciting month lined up for you with some fantastic guests, but they all have a little something in common. That's right, guys. Everyone we booked this month is named Katie.
It's overlay on the old one. It looks bad, Ned.
We've got coming up this month.
Please
we've
don't
got-
bully me on my own show.
Next week, we're going to have Katie Caminale, a good friend of the show, a good friend of ours. Katie Dominguez, Ned, a very old friend of yours.
Yeah, one of my favorite people in the world.
She is very sweet. I am a fan of her. And then, last but not least, we'll have Katie Manning at the end of the month.
Oh, I made this list before Katie got married. Whoops.
Oh.
Just pretend
No,
that
you
says
didn't.
coming
We
out.
met. Wait, yes. Did you?
Oh no, maybe it was like the day after their marriage. I haven't changed all my papers
It's still
yet.
new.
You know, don't look at this image. Just enjoy this happy
And
Katie's
Kathryn, we've decided you're an honorable Katie. As I understand, you used to have a go by Katie Way, and now you are Kathryn.
Yes.
And you've blossomed from your cocoon.
Yes.
But we're still considering you a Katie because we got to commit to this bit.
Because we
Yeah.
didn't know a fourth Katie that we felt comfortable with asking on to the show.
I get it.
And
And also, we want you to be on the show,
Yeah.
Yeah, we-
but for the sole purpose of your
good
name.
get.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good get.
It's a
for us.
great
Yeah.
get.
And one of the things that we ask of you as the person kicking off this Katie's Giving, well, we don't know much about the traditions of Katie's Giving. Could you just give us a little bit? What's one tradition and one Katie's Giving meal that you would bring to
Ooh,
your
yeah, one
feast?
Katie's dish. Yeah.
Okay, a dish. Are you asking me both of those questions at the same time? Would you like me
We're
to
asking
answer
you
one
one
after
freaking
the other?
dish.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're gonna follow up.
One tradition, and this is actually true.
Okay.
One tradition is making a list before you arrive at your destination where you're gonna eat and break bread with your friends or family. Making a list maybe the night before, maybe a few days before, doing some research, making a list and then a playlist based on that list that you made of who is the greatest singer of all time. And
Ooh.
that becomes a playlist, and of course then when you arrive, you start a fight with everyone. And
Individually or like as a group? Like you walk in the door.
as a group.
Okay.
You walk in combative immediately.
Good. I like this.
You walk in swinging, and you just yell at each other, and people can add suggestions, and then you add that to the playlist. You can listen to a song, but tradition kind of holds that you should be screaming at each other at least like 30 seconds into the song. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That is a very real.
I like this.
That's,
What is the
that happens
most
to my family.
recent of those lists you've made? Who's the greatest singer of all time, in your opinion? In your opinion, because clearly it's going to be different from mine, unless yours is
God,
Seal.
Katie's Giving comes earlier and earlier every year. Here we are.
I think the data that I have just poured over would suggest that it was Whitney Houston.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a
That's
very
pretty
long
dang
list.
good.
I have a very long list that I can show y'all later. But it has started so many fights. This is literally something I do when it's Thanksgiving in my family. And we scream at each other so loud that the china in my parents' china cabinet, we've heard it make noise because of our voices.
You've heard it go, no!
Yeah.
Now, that's the best thing
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yep. And they're like, Steve Winwood. And you're like,
All right, but what are some of the words? What are
It's
some of the
Ronnie
ones that,
James Dio,
set
you guys.
off, where you're like, what? The guy from Elbow or whatever.
yeah, okay.
Guy Garvey.
Yeah. I got in a really big fight with my brother-in-law over Joe Perry. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. No, Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Oh, wait. Yeah,
Joe
who's
Perry?
Joe Perry.
He was the
The guy
original
from
Journey
Aero-
singer. Steve Perry took his place.
No, Aerosmith.
Oh, that's the guitarist. Yeah.
guitarist.
I was like,
He
man, I
doesn't
know
sing-
that name. It makes
he
me so
doesn't
mad,
sing.
too.
No, I think that Steve Perry
Who's your
does
favorite
have a good
Aerosmith
voice.
singer?
Ooh.
Because I would
John Travolta.
I have to say,
John Travolta in that movie where he's the Scientologist,
Be
with
Cool
the
or whatever.
with those dreadlocks. Have you seen that?
Oh, Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, Battlefield Earth.
wait,
exactly.
does he sing in that movie?
Yeah, he's in Aerosmith in that movie. That's canon.
And I don't want to fight the
With
earth.
Bebop and Rocksteady playing support band for him. Okay. All right, now let's move on to the dish.
Okay.
What is this?
Yeah, dish. What's your favorite
Yeah,
dish?
what-
And this is for all Katie's.
Or for Katie's Giving.
Yeah,
For Katie's Giving.
Katie's Giving is held by Katie's, and they can invite whoever they want.
By Katie's, for Katie's, or Ned and Connor's.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we did put it out there.
Yeah.
We made the GIF.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have to say probably a tea smoked duck. This is something.
What?
A tea smoked duck. Like you smoke meats or whatever, and there's Chinese dishes that are tea smoked meats, and you marinate them in tea and.
What kind of tea do you use in the situation? Like just a black tea, or is there like a
I think a black tea might. Well, maybe black tea.
Mango tea.
I guess it was like
Passion fruit tea from Starbucks.
you use Sobe.
Just dump
My Sobe
bubble
soaked
tea
duck.
on it.
Yeah, it's still got the bubbles.
Yeah. Tea smoked duck. Tea smoked duck. That is canon. Wait, I'm getting all these texts. Some say Carly Rae Jepsen. I don't know when that came in.
Oh, that's probably about the best singer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's
Why
what
did
people are saying over here. I got Neko Case. I got Ian Mackay.
Ooh, Carly Rae Jepsen is better than the Beatles. That is true.
Is Carly Rae Jepsen the recent one? Did she do that
The
Call
recent-
Me Maybe
The
song?
recent
Yes.
She did Call Me
Yes.
Maybe?
Yeah.
That's
she
not
also came
that
out
recent, though.
with
Call
her
Me Maybe.
magnum opus, Emotion.
Oh, that's the one she dropped this week or whatever?
No, there's
Or
a new
there's
one.
a new song.
There's a single that she dropped earlier.
Any
yeah.
good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do angels sing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out, I guess.
It's extremely good.
All right, Kathryn, before we move into our last segment, is there anything... that
Nico,
you would,
I'm sorry, not Neko wafers. Nico Case. I said Neko Case
you
like
said
a
Neko
poser.
Case?
I don't care.
I would not
I'm
have
just
said
kidding, James, I
Neko Case.
Wow, Ned, what a dumb thing that you and you alone would do. I would never say.
Look, I just eat more Neko wafers than I do listen to Nico Cases.
What did Stacy just say?
Neko.
Got him.
Wait, we got to roll. We have a candy bowl at the Stacks, which you'll be on Sunday.
Yeah, that's
please
right.
Save your plugs for the end.
Yes.
We had a candy bowl at the Stacks for the longest time. And it has like Dum Dums and small gums and Yum Yums in it. But we also had a full roll of like adult-sized Necco wafers that were just in the middle of it for months, and no one would. And it was a weekly show at the time. No one ever took them until Miranda took it one day. And I like saw it was gone. I was like, "Oh my god!" So I like whipped around the room. I was like, "Did you take those Necco wafers?" She's like, "Yeah." What are these? And I was like, "All right." Just walked away. Have fun.
Like they're your curse now.
yeah.
All right.
And then she got dragged to hell. You know, as anyone who eats Necco wafers.
Before we move on to our last segment, is there anything else you'd like to say about Katie's giving?
Oh, before we go further, PJ Harvey was immaculate. It's a comment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's very true. I think I have PJ Harvey. You know what? I'm going to find this post later when I'm done, and I'm going to screenshot the list that I have.
Yes, please.
And people can sound off, you know, as
All
they
right,
say.
you heard it here first. You can finally at Kathryn Wynn. The crap on
This
her
is
choice.
the
She
one
said
time.
sound off. SO.
All right. With that, we're gonna have to move into our last segment here. Let's get everything going. Wait, no, wrong one.
Oh, you're putting the wrong sound cue
Here we
on.
go. All right. I want a new plug. Kathryn, what's going on?
Do I have to
Tell
do it
us
to the
all
music?
the stuff you're saying after I sing the song. All right, Kathryn, what do you got coming up?
Let's see. On Sunday the 11th, this coming Sunday, I'm going to be at Station Theater on the Stacks podcast,
Yeah.
which is Nick and Ned and Ruth.
Josh, not Nick.
Oh no, no,
Josh, Ned, and Ruth.
No, Nick is my boyfriend's name. Hi, and also Kathryn is my girlfriend's name. Can I plug my partners?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That I love them so much. Okay, so I have that. I have an article coming out on Sunday the 11th, also the same day, in the Houston Chronicle that I'm really stoked on.
Nice.
And the shows that I have coming up, I will post about on social media. So you can follow me on Twitter at @SoLikeBasically, and follow me on Facebook because y'all know what my name is.
Yeah.
And she's
Find
tagged
me-
in the video.
Find me on there.
Do not follow her in real life. She will throw dog crap at you.
Do not approach.
All right, Ned, do you have anything to plug?
No, Zine Fest is the next big thing coming up.
That's right.
Guys, Zine Fest is coming up in 2 weeks. Saturday, the November number.
No, I'll let you try and figure it out, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Isn't
I'm
Zine
so
Fest
glad
on
we
the
can support each other on the show.
I don't have a calendar.
I think Zine
Oh,
Fest
I'm
is on
sorry.
the 17th.
Yeah, check out Zine Fest Saturday, the 17th of November at Lawndale Art Center. It's going to be a hoot and a half.
Yeah, we'll be there, and hopefully we'll have
I'm
something
sure
new for you
Stacy's
guys.
in here right now. I'm sure she's
Yes.
correcting us quickly.
All right. I'll be at Zine Fest. Other than that, I'm not really doing anything. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.